Our American born and our dying American.
Welcome to our group. Welcome to Defenders 7. Defenders 7 have so much knowledge, and this ought to show it right here.
Do you or someone you know suffer from depression? If so, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Thursday night Defenders 7 broadcast. I'm your host and general of the Defender 7, and my co-host and sidekick, Colonel Kimberly Purvis, and I believe our Lieutenant General Christopher Weathers. So we all welcome everyone. Hope everyone's had a wonderful day. We do have a few things to get through tonight. But before we get on with the show, allow me to read our disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on Defenders 7 radio show and Facebook page are those of the callers and or authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the Defenders 7. Now, for those of you new just tuning in, we have a website, we have a store on there, and a donate button. Type in all lowercase letters, www.defenders, Roman numeral V as in Victor, with 2 small i's.com. % of the proceeds from any sales and any donations we bring in go 100% back to our communities throughout all 50 states in a time of need, disaster relief, or a shit-hits-the-fan situation. That's how we are able to do what we do here at the Defender 7, is through donations and sales from our store. So please, help us to help you. Purchase something, click that donate button so we can help your community in a time of need. Now, we can be reached on MeWe by clicking on organizations, scrolling down to Defenders 7 Humanitarian American Patriot Group. Or on our national page on Facebook by typing in the search box, all capital letters, Defenders 7. Now, before you click that join button, just know that we expect all of our members and future members to participate in everything that we do here throughout the whole Defenders group. Training, survival skills, disaster relief, meet and greet, which is a face-to-face meeting, so you can know who in your community has your back in the time of need. And we are currently still trying to build in all 50 states. Now, if you get in and you feel that it's not the type of group you want to participate in, you can leave with no hard feelings. Now, for tonight's show and all the shows we do here on Blog Talk Radio, we enjoy it when you call in with your opinions, thoughts, or just to say hi. Everybody's opinion counts, whether we agree or disagree. There will be no fighting over it. And that number to call, area code 914-205-5773. Again, the number to call to participate, area code 914-205-5773. I'm now opening up the mic and the phone lines and the microphone, and I'm going to be welcoming our Colonel, Kimberly Purvis, our
Hello.
Lieutenant General, Christopher Weathers.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. That's all I got. So, see ya.
and
You're
our
1 minute
captain,
over. See.
Our captain from Wisconsin, Captain Slacker herself,
Wisconsin.
Lorna Munson.
Sorry.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Well, it's a good evening now that I'm off work.
You should be doing a double.
Yeah, piss on that. Hell with that.
Oh, he will be for the next week.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, don't freaking jinx me, asshole.
I told him to
I got all of this slapped on me within 2 hours ago. Oh, shit.
Well, about time you did something.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I know.
Whatever. Yeah. I don't do nothing.
We
Nothing
know.
at all, man.
No,
I'm
neither does
lazy.
Lorna.
Hey, I'm always busy.
I've been sitting at my desk with my feet propped up all day. Not.
Yep, just like Lorna.
I was framed.
That's it. Yeah, but I didn't take no pictures of my feet on a desk.
I was framed.
Yeah, right. By your own hand.
Yep.
Somebody was standing behind me, yeah.
With your phone, right?
Yeah. And that was somebody else's leg.
Right. Well, so how many mothers are listening? Or can we call them mothers anymore?
Well, that will be more.
Wait a minute. Is that mothers or mothers?
Mothers.
Yeah, I know. There's a big difference. Oh, no. It's not just mothers now. It's mom and dad.
Right.
It's not just.
Right.
It's not. I just saw another thing on Newsmax. It is now offensive because according to whatever happened in Australia, Nancy Pelosi had to go and put her big fat friggin' potato water drinking ass into it. She drinks potato water, okay, religiously.
Would that be vodka?
And if you don't know what potato water is, I can't help you guys.
Would that be vodka?
Yes, it would be. That would be vodka. You are correct.
Right.
Vodka.
So apparently the term mother or mom and dad is now offensive.
Oh, dear God.
Nancy said, it is now, she's the be-all and end-all of what is supposed to be said and done in America. So we are now called gestational, or mothers are gestational parents. And the fathers are to be called caretakers. Kiss my ass.
Can this get any stupider?
Oh, no. Oh, yes.
So,
you know what? The older Gen Z gets, the worse it gets.
I have a question. I raised my kids as a single father, so what would that make me?
Transgender.
Just
Man.
It makes you a caretaker.
Not
But
hardly.
guess what? I am mother, daughter, sister, and Nana. And Nancy Pelosi and all of you liberal snowflakes can kiss my ass. I am not about to change it. Not
right.
at all. Okay, Now here's another one. I told you guys it's going to be a doozy because when I was taking a shower today, this topic just hit me, and I went off on a tangent in my own head.
That's a scary
I'm
visual
sorry.
right there.
But no, because of my 10 personalities, we had this argument, and I won. The topic is, what has feminism done for women? My answer was not a damn thing. Nothing. And,
was that your answer or one of your other personalities' answer?
I think it might have been one of the second lieutenants. I'm not really sure. They got outranked anyway, so I just sent them on their merry way. I think one's gone to the store for, I don't know. In all honesty, I could guarantee you feminists came up with toxic masculinity. Okay, single mothers, or whatever, or a woman who's been butthurt by a man or men. And in all honesty, where I think they got toxic masculinity was they're man haters. And that's all there is to it. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. I'm sorry if people don't agree with that or not. The person who's toxic in all reality are women. Women are very
I'm an
toxic.
alpha male, damn it.
I don't like them.
But you have to have. I mean, it's like even in the animal kingdom, there is the alpha male, alpha female, and that's the way it just shit rolls down the hill. But
right.
Here's the thing. If I had, when I was married, I wanted to know I was laying next to a man. I'm straight. Okay, I wanted to know I was laying down next to a man, not this freaking limp-wristed, pansy-ass little bitch that lays. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God, I don't touch guns. I don't watch sports. I don't go fishing. I don't do this. Then what the hell do you do besides exist? I am, by far, not politically correct. It's the mailman, the policeman, and the fireman. There's no such thing as a male woman or a female. No. I'm just sorry. Get your britches out of a knot and get over it. It's just all there is to it. I don't care.
Damn, she on a roll tonight.
I told you I'm going to be on my soapbox about this shit. No, seriously. And this is what pisses me off. Okay, women are in the military. I believe that women should not be in infantry. There's certain things that women should not do, and that's one of them. EOD, hey, more power to you. If you want to go out there with, go ahead. But in my first 10 years of nursing, the rate of nursing is dropping. The average age of a nurse right now is mid to late 40s. They're getting older and older because nobody wants to be a nurse. So they were trying to entice men into being nurses. And here's where I don't give a shit about equality. Men were getting paid more to be a nurse right out of nursing school than someone who had 10 years of seniority of being a nurse. That's bullshit. And that's why I don't believe in this equal rights crap, and feminism can kiss my ass too. So, I mean, if you're qualified to do a job, man or woman, regardless of what your race or whatever, doesn't matter. There should be only questions. What's your name? What are your qualifications on an application? There should not be questions about your age, your gender, or your race. That's it. I mean, it's just, whatever.
Look, there are only two genders, and that's male or female. I don't give a fuck what they say.
Or
I agree.
Okay, wait a minute. There is two genders, but if you have a sex change and you go from man to woman or woman to man, you are that new sex, but you're biologically what you were born as. But there's still two genders. So I understand, and here's the thing about that. People who are transgender, who've had, well, here's the thing. If you're, Weathers, we're going to take you, for example. If you decide you're a woman trapped in a man's body and you start wearing women's clothes and get hormones, you're still a guy. I'm sorry. You're just
Why
a
do you have to
transvestite.
freaking call my name out, damn it?
Because you're a slacker and you haven't been around. That's why.
I'll tell you right now,
But you
I'm 100% lesbian, okay?
But listen, do you see what I'm saying? Until you've had the surgery to lop it off or sew it up, you are still that gender. And
yeah,
and I'm sorry.
I get
if,
that.
I'm sorry if I offend on people's pronouns. Look, you're soft and you're weak mentally. If you can't handle, as they said, you just can't handle the truth. That's all there is to it. The world does not revolve around any one person. I'm sorry. And maybe that's me because I'm a Gen X. I think it's because I'm a Gen X. I went to the military. I'm a nurse. And I just don't give a shit. I don't know. I don't know if that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's the late millennials, the last half of the generation, or they call them zillennials, Gen Z, and the second half of millennials. They're butthurt about everything.
Brainwashed.
Oh, well, that too. But it's like they're not old enough to have an original thought process. They're not. I don't give a shit if you're 22 years old. You have not lived life. You haven't had a job, a real job. Look, Burger King, McDonald's, fast food restaurants don't count as a job. That is for people in college to make extra money and old people when they want to retire.
Actually, I have to disagree with you. Actually, fast food restaurants, those jobs were created to give high school kids, it's a learning how to do
I know that.
work.
Oh, no.
And for
I know.
old people
but once
like
you get out of
Weathers.
high school and college, but once you get out of high school and college, get a real job. That's
I'll
what
tell
I'm
you right
saying.
now,
It's not
my
meant to be a
opinion,
lifelong job.
college is a freaking joke.
Well, it all depends. You have to go to college to be a nurse or a doctor or
That I
an
understand.
engineer.
But
Yeah,
90%
but for the
of
most
these
part.
high school kids are going to these colleges paying thousands and thousands of dollars that they'll never be able to pay back. Why? Because the jobs are not there.
It's like,
not to mention, if you do not have enough experience in a certain job, people will not hire you. I don't care what kind of degree. I don't
That's
care
why they
if
need
you
to have
all the
mentors.
schooling in the world. Doesn't make you any freaking smarter. You still have to have common sense.
That's called an educated idiot. But things like, I'm going to go to school to be a writer. Well, you know what? Any moron can write without being in school. Writing books is what I'm saying. No.
Wait a minute.
Why are you going to go take...
You just put Lorna down because, she can only do pictures.
Hey, they got to be good pictures,
okay, but she can make pop-up books. But you see what I'm saying? People go into school to be, what you call them when they go digging up bones. What are they called?
Archaeologists.
An anthropologist. How many anthropology jobs are you going to find? Little to none.
Yeah,
Okay.
around here, yeah.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. You got to go to Egypt and all those other countries because we ain't got shit over here. It's like everything.
But you're not getting paid for it either. You got to pay out of your own damn pocket.
No, that's what you get donors for, and they pay you.
Right, but I'm just saying though.
Now, one degree, I think it's an environmentalist. Those are good. You do need school for that because you actually have to know if you're going to go in to be an environmentalist for plants. You got to know what they all are. You could do it for rainforest, for animals. I mean, there's different areas of that, and yes, you do need college for that. So, but I'm just saying, there's these stupid degrees that I'm sorry, but why waste your money on going to college for it? Sociology, give me a break. That should be a minor. You should not get a degree in sociology. It gets you absolutely nowhere. My oldest daughter has one. No, seriously, she's got a degree in sociology, a bachelor's, and she can't even use it. It's pointless. I mean, it's good to have if you do it as a minor and take a few classes and say, I got a major in this and a minor in that. I'm a psychologist, but I got a minor in sociology. They work together, but, I mean, unless you get a PhD, you're just shit out of luck. But to get back on topic of the, what was it, the mother-father bullshit. I'm sorry,
Pretty much,
can't.
that's what it is.
I can't.
Well, you know they're
and like
passing a law now for 16-year-olds to vote now, right?
They're getting ready to. And prisoners,
Exactly.
felons. Yeah, really, why? No. It's bullshit.
Because the Democrats need more votes.
Oh, and they're making Puerto Rico a new state. So,
Well,
that's what they're trying to pass. And they're trying to get D.C. as its own state.
that ain't going to happen. That's been tried before.
So remember I brought it up a couple weeks ago about how they said 3-month-old babies are racist?
Yeah.
Okay, it's now under investigation. I just saw it on Newsmax. They said that whoever came up with that, they're now under investigation for that. I don't even know how they put it, but it's bullshit. Children can't even see color until they're 5 months old.
Right.
And it's like racism and hate, which is pretty much the same thing, is a taught or a learned thing. Children don't see color the way adults do. Unless you say, well, that's a white child. You can't play with that the white man, and that's how children are taught hatred. The same thing with white people. I mean, it's just the way it is. So, which leads to the newest bullshit thing, the gay BCs.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yes, I saw the video of a mother teaching her 3-year-old toddler to read the gay BCs, and she said he's gay. Okay, first of all, a child's brain is not, how do I put this? They don't know what sexuality is.
That
Boys
is
and girls play
abuse.
with dolls. It is child abuse.
That is child abuse.
Yeah, and so, because, and the thing is he's a little boy, and she said he's coming out as gay, and no, that's because you're a man hater, you're a single mother, and baby daddy hurt you, and now you want to make your son pay for it. So, people, and this goes for both genders. People who are like that have mommy issues or daddy issues, and that's why you're like that. Children And in all honesty, I'd say children under 13 years old have no clue, none whatsoever. Especially when they're under like 6 years old, they have that the curiosity of, why is my body different than your body? And that's why boys will play with dolls. But then again, that's the natural instinct, the like the father instinct in a child, if you know what I'm saying. Anyone?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Well, see, like I said, you got which goes to the next thing.
Nurturing.
Yeah, it's like, it's not nature versus nurture, but because that comes later. But all children under 6 years old go through that stage. I played with Tinker Toys, Lincoln Logs, Matchbox cars. One, because I had two brothers. Does that mean I'm gay? No. It just means I grew up a tomboy. I could have been a little prissy. I had my Barbie dolls. I had my Cabbage Patch dolls and all of that.
So
they didn't play with me when I want to play Barbies. Huh?
Weather's got Barbie dolls and Cabbage Patch. He plays with them all the time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. And her name is Diane. But do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, now, and I don't think, the only exception that I know of are these ignorant parents, like that little 9-year-old boy who's a drag queen. Both parents encourage it. No, you pushed it, and that's how he is. You know, I don't care I don't care if you identify as a freaking toaster. I don't give a shit. Don't push that crap on children. Let them get to be a teenager and decide.
Well, now here's my situation with the twins, Jazz and Jules, and they're 5. And Juliana is such a tomboy, it is unreal. Oh my God, she walks like a boy, she talks like a boy. She's when they're playing whatever, she's always the brother.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's going to be gay.
No.
You know why? One, it's the situation, it's where she lives. Like, most people from big cities, right? Your children don't act like that. I don't want to say don't act like that. But if you live in the country, it's more laid back. You're not expected to be prissy unless you're a Southern belle. But it's not frowned upon for a girl to be a tomboy. It really isn't.
Then there's Jazz that is Mississippi and she kind of prances when she walks. Into the makeup, into the paint nails, playing babies and dolls.
Weathers, close your window, dude.
My window is closed.
But here's the thing.
Hot air.
If a small child, a boy, like 5, 6 years old, has no male role models, that's what happens. He becomes more of the nurturer and not as masculine per se until he gets older. That's why it's important. And I'm not trying to say this to be mean to black families, but if you notice, especially in blue states, they encourage the father to leave. They don't want them to be together. Black families have more single mothers than anybody. And that's not on their own doing. That's because it's been pushed down on them. It's like, who was it? I heard someone tell me that someone had 14 kids by 12 different mothers. It's like, seriously, 14 kids and you got 12 different baby mamas. I mean, we need to bring the father back in the picture again. If there's no father, then have an uncle or a grandfather, or you know how, like, you guys, some people will say, like, your best friend, he may be your kid's uncle just because he's like an uncle figure. And I think it's time that we bring back family-centered the way it used to be back in the day. Hell, back when my grandparents, you skip my mom's generation, skip boomers. We're going back into the 60s, the 50s and 60s. We need to go back to that type of parenting or family.
Good luck.
I know it's because too many people are like, oh, but my butt hurts, Daddy. They offended me. It's like the comedian said, so what? You're offended. Nobody cares. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen him. He's a comedian. Oh, my God. Pat.
Yeah.
What's that comedian's name?
I
Steve Hughes.
have no idea
Go on
what
YouTube.
his name.
Go on YouTube, look up Steve Hughes. And he has this whole skit. And he goes, but they hurt my feelings. I'm offended. And he says, who cares? And it's this whole thing goes back and forth, and it's too friggin' funny. Which leads to now in California, they just passed a bill that all large actually anybody who sells children's clothes and toys, baby, it doesn't matter, can no longer call them boys or girls. It has to be called gender neutral.
Oh, boy. You know.
And if they don't comply with it, they get fined $1,000 every time. If someone
Here's
makes a
what
complaint.
I got to say about this. All of it. Fuck off. I've lost my faith in humanity, period. I mean,
I'm losing it fast. Like I
I've
said,
lost it. I mean, it's...
No, you know what it is? In all honesty, tell the late millennials and Gen Z, grow the fuck up, and you have no opinion on life or anything until you become an adult in your 30s.
As I said last week on last week's show, if somebody comes up to me doing that bullshit, I'm not gonna say a word. I'm gonna straight out throat punch you. End of story.
I know.
I'm gonna punch you. But what else can I do? I mean,
you know what you can do? Just look at them. Look at them. Shake your head.
Oh, I'll look at them, all right. Thinking.
And just, how are you still alive?
They won't be after I throat punch them.
But the bill is called It's called Assembly Bill 1084. And leave it to California. So, but here's the thing. I get, okay, you got your toy sections, right? And you have the typical Barbies, dolls, dress up, and all that shit, right? And then you have your puzzles, your, like the farm animals, agriculture, all that stuff that's in between. And then you have the typical boy section with Transformers, action figures, Matchbox cars. Okay, here's the thing. Are you so offended that because they got boys on that's typical boy toys, and for girls section for girls, is there a magical force field around the boys section that if your daughter wants to play with Matchbox cars that you can't go in there and go get them? That you have to complain to somebody because you're offended? No. Go on that aisle and go get them for your kid. It's just, I don't know. I think it's just too much. It really is.
All right, y'all. I'm at home.
Yeah, we know.
Uh-huh. I will talk to y'all later.
Later,
right,
Gator. So I'm sure you guys have been well aware they've canceled Dr. Seuss, Mr. Potato Head, Speedy Gonzales, Pepe Le Pew, Elmer Fudd, and who's the other one? They lost their guns, so now they're hunters without guns. Trying to think of what else it was. Have you noticed a trend on what's getting canceled?
Yeah, it's everything that's violence.
There's nothing violent about Speedy Gonzalez or Dr. Seuss.
Oh, no, I know.
Not a damn thing. It's all Generation X things and back. Because I think Dr. Seuss has been around for a long time. So I think boomers had Dr. Seuss, too.
Oh, yeah.
And Bugs Bunny and all of them, they were around way before I was born. So
the 50s.
Yeah, and that's, all honesty, like I said, it's things, it's called, if you don't like it, scroll past it. We don't care
But that's the problem.
if you're offended. But
That's
I know.
the problem.
And too many people are told, if you don't like it, it's like Antifa and the BLM. They got free reign to do whatever they want because they're having a temper tantrum because mommy gave them a timeout when they were 2. No, mommy should have beat your ass with the damn belt and made you mine. But you know what's going to be next? Three Stooges. Wile E. Coyote. That's going to be next.
I thought
because
Wile E. Coyote was already I thought they were already going
yet.
after.
No, not yet. Elmer Fudd and the other one that has the guns. Isn't there 2 of them? Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam. Elmer Fudd's got the rifle and Yosemite Sam. Yeah, they have no guns anymore. They have nothing. They have nothing better in their life to do than complain about everybody else. It's like some woman tweeted something to, I don't know when it was. She said it's especially about the people with the mask who complain about everyone who doesn't wear a mask. And the same goes for cancel culture, for anyone who's offended by a song or whatever. It's not that they're offended by you not wearing the mask or by you watching those cartoons or reading those books or whatever. They're offended at the fact that you have a strong mind to not care and to know, for right from wrong. It's they're too weak to understand. And that's the problem. I'm guaranteeing you Three Stooges will be next.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I watched it. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you do any of those stupid things to your siblings, cousins, or friends? Poke each other in the eye, hit each other with a sledgehammer. Did you do that to any of your friends or cousins?
Yeah, hell yeah, we did it.
Did you really hit your friend with a sledgehammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried some of that stuff.
No. We tried some of that stuff.
You know why? You know why?
Because we ain't stupid.
We have common sense. Exactly.
Yeah, we're not stupid.
We have common sense. Like I said, there's no history. There's no record of what stupid shit we did back in the day. But here it is again. We grew up with common sense. And it's like Santa Claus, they want to be female. Well, what about Mrs. Claus? Well, she's gay now. Okay. They want Uncle Sam to be a transgender woman, a gay woman. What was the other thing? Anything but Uncle Sam, pretty much. There's so much hate for the white male. It's disgusting. I just don't. I don't get what.
It's getting stupider and stupider every day. Wow.
Stupider and stupider, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So we go
Stupider.
into another topic. In this COVID relief bill, total bullshit. Okay. They're planning on giving $57 billion to small farmers, right? For losing crops, this, that, and the other. But do you know who doesn't get it? white farmers. If you're a person of color and you have a farm, you're getting money for because of COVID. It's called reparations. They just reworded reparations. So if you're a person of color or a minority, you could get part of that $57 billion. But if you're a white farmer, you don't get shit. So they already got reparations back in the, 70s or 80s? Our government paid black families because of slavery. I can't remember when it was, but I remember they did back in the day.
Yes, they did.
But it's total bullshit because they're not slaves. Their family wasn't slaves. I guarantee you their grandparents were not slaves. It's ridiculous. But yeah, they're planning on, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of good things that's in that bill. They're going to help with the rent, for people who are behind and who didn't have jobs or whatever. Yes, they're doing that. They're taking care of health insurance if you don't have any because you lost your job. I mean, they are doing good things with it, except that bullshit. Oh, and now teachers are getting paid an extra $22,000 because of the trauma of online classes. But parents who had to quit their job get $1,400.
Well, I think we also get reimbursed for putting up with their bullshit.
They did. I can't remember who it was, which congressman, senator, somebody did the math, and of the $2 trillion, plus there's another trillion sitting in the bank somewhere that never got used. Every single American can get $62,000, but they won't do it because they want to take bullshit bills and go give it to other countries. No. Your own freaking country's suffering, and you're going to go help everybody. They got their own damn government. Let them take care of it.
Exactly.
What was it? I lost the. Oh, and the $15 minimum wage got thrown out, which we know why they did that, but it was thrown out. And the unemployment's back. They're doing the extra $300. Instead it was $6 last time. Well, they're doing it to $3, which is fine, and then everybody is getting a bigger tax deduction on next year's taxes. Whatever it was for individual, when you do that part where you find out what your tax deduction is, I think it's $3,600 now instead of, what was it, $1,900 or $2,100 to figure out your tax deduction. You know what section I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think they upped it to $3,600 per person. I think that's about it in the bill. Oh, well, plus, I mean, that's just, 10% of the bill, not even 10% of the COVID relief. So we don't even know where the hell the rest of the money's going. Taking care of museums, that's a local thing? No. That's bullshit. That should be up to each. Oh, and every state is getting, or was it? Shit. Basically, they're giving money to California, New York, and any other blue state that got screwed over because they decided to close their state up for good, pretty much. So they're bailing them out. It's like, I don't want to say what number it was, but it was some obnoxious number. And they said it's pretty much to bail out California and New York. So, I know. Screw them. Look at Florida. Florida hasn't had any issues, and they've been open in Texas. There's one city in Texas that refuses to get rid of the mask mandate. They require their employees to wear a mask and their customers while they're in the restaurant.
Right.
But everybody else in Texas can, and I think it's 15 states now that's getting rid of the mask mandate, I believe.
Yeah.
Minnesota was one. Yeah. Well, our retarded governor still, but here's the thing. We walk into Walmart, Dillon's, the gas stations. I've gone to Advanced Auto, and I don't wear a mask. I walk right past them. They don't even ask. I've had a mask once or twice. Do you have a mask? Yeah. Can you put it on? No. And walk right in. I don't give a shit. I mean, they don't.
That's what I do
except my
down here.
landlord. My landlord's the only one, and I'll respect that. She's older, and I respect that, and I will wear a mask because she has she's got an autoimmune illness, and I respect that for anyone who to wear a mask in front of them. So, but I can't remember if it was Switzerland or the Netherlands have now, what was it? They banned, or they got rid of it and almost criminalized saying that a mask mandate's criminal. They're pissed off about it. They're done with it. They don't care.
Right.
Look at their rate. They've never closed. Switzerland and the Netherlands never closed their country down. Never. They didn't even lock it down. Not even for a minute. So, let's see. What else was I brainstorming about? I know I brainstormed about a bunch of shit last night, today, and when we talked last week. It seems like de Blasio's losing his job. They already have. I don't know if he's due for re-election or they're trying to make him leave, but I was watching an interview with the guy who started the Guardian Angels 42 years ago, and I don't know if it's the next election or whatever is coming up for the mayor, but everybody wants de Blasio gone. And there's a long list of people who's going to be running against instead of de Blasio. And now there are 6 women who says that Cuomo assaulted them, and now the police are involved because one woman made an accusation he put his hand up her shirt and groped her. So he's in deep shit. He said he never did any of it. But he's just, you could tell he's a pervert just by the way he looks. Huh?
That's what they all say when they get caught.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Kavanaugh didn't do shit to that friggin' woman. Right? And they ruined his life. Pretty much ruined his life. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like I almost punched my TV when I saw her interview because she said, I don't know what I was wearing. I don't know really what happened, but you're going to accuse a man because he's a Republican, and you're going to accuse him from doing something. I remember every single thing that happened to me, and it was 10 years ago. I remember shit that happened to me from when I was a child, and it happened. I don't remember the clothes I wore, but I remember and that's why it made me so mad. But he has every right to say, no, it didn't happen. Okay, I'll give him that benefit of the doubt. But there's 6 women. I mean, what is it? Was it 2 times is a coincidence? 3 times is, I can't remember what it was. But, there's no way he didn't do something to one of them. I know one woman, he said something to her. That's not a sexual assault. I'm sorry. Maybe harassment, but he didn't touch her. He just made an improper comment to her, remark. I can't remember what he said to her. And he admitted to that. But, shit. On to, I try to think, I swear to God, we could cover so many topics in less than an hour. The new variant strain that's in the UK right now, it's called B117 or SARS-CoV-2. it's another strain of COVID. It is said the hold on a second. People have, let's see, where's it at? I know it's here somewhere. It's up to a 63% chance of dying from it. Between a 30 and a 63%, depending on your health and your age. And it's highly contagious. They said it's 100 times more contagious, but so far it's only in the UK and Africa, I believe.
What about the African strain?
I think that's that one, the B117. Yeah, it's a higher. So they blew the numbers up. Here's the thing. They blew the numbers up for COVID, and everybody knows that. Now, if that variant strain comes to America, they already said that the COVID vaccine is not even. It doesn't protect you from that B117.
It don't
no
even
coverage
protect
whatsoever.
from what's going on right now.
No, I know, but
these friggin' idiots.
The thing is, and here's the thing. Remember, I said that this new vaccine. No. They've been doing this vaccine since 2005, when the first COVID came out. They're just tweaking it. Is all they're doing. But the problem
I'm wondering
is
if this new variant isn't a superbug created by the fact that they were doing they were experimenting on it with the vaccines and stuff. You know what I mean? Like they tell you you have to take your antibiotics full-fledged, put all the way, or you're going to create a superbug. I'm wondering if that's not what this new variant is. And you know what I mean?
It's just the next fear factor.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't trust them.
They said that this B117 has taken over England, and it's killing people left and right.
It is? I haven't seen anything on the news about that.
You're not going to.
Is it on the news?
And I'm willing to bet that if they tested those people, I bet you they died from the flu.
Yeah, but probably, who knows? But let's see.
I don't believe them. I'm not saying that there isn't a variant of the COVID virus, and I am not saying that it isn't deadly. I just don't trust them with regards to the numbers. And
no, I don't either.
And let's face it, a common cold can kill somebody who has underlying conditions.
Oh, yeah. But see, here's the thing. So I got blood clots. I could have died from COVID because I had the blood clots. If I didn't go in, I could have died. My son or my children's father, my children's father got COVID. He got blood clots, but here's the difference. He got stuck in the hospital a lot longer than me, and he got put in ICU. So, but then again, he doesn't take care of himself. Apparently, he does. I mean, that's what So, it all depends on each person. He doesn't have heart problems. I do.
That applies to everything. Whether it's the cold, the flu, pneumonia, bronchitis, asthma, it depends on the person, their underlying conditions. Like old people, not all old people died from COVID. Even some old people that had underlying conditions didn't die. They just took longer to get better. So, their own hypothesis or whatever doesn't really play out, just like any other flu. Maybe it is a little more virulent. Is that the right word? Virulent?
Yeah, virulent.
Maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is a little more virulent, and maybe the odds are a little high. I don't know. But here's the thing.
No.
Okay, so I can't trust it.
Oh, I know. I mean, but here's the thing. All flus and things like that mutate. They all do. The reason being It's because you could get not the same cold, but you could get a cold more than once in the winter or spring or fall, whatever.
Correct.
I've had more than one cold in a flu season, okay? And it could be
Me too.
just a little different, you know, and that's what it's, but no, this one is not the one in Africa. This is strictly to the UK, the B117. But there is one that's in Africa, another country. But they now, I get that they're trying. I know the fear factor. I know that's what they're, you know, the whole thing of it.
Right.
But the thing is, it's pneumonia, an upper respiratory infection, whatever. Don't live your life in fear. Do your typical wash your hands and all this other crap.
Yeah, but that's been like that for years. That's for anything, not just COVID.
But here's the thing. TB is more contagious than any of these damn respiratory diseases. But yet nobody flips their shit about TB. Nobody.
Right?
More people have died. 1 million people died in America alone last year of TB.
Right.
And we never shut the country down. And in order to take care of somebody with TB, they have to be in a negative pressure room. And they have to be on INH, whatever, I can't even pronounce it, but it's called INH something. And you're on that medication up to from 12 to 18 months, depending on how well your body can adjust to it and if you have any other illnesses.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I took
that.
care of a guy. Yeah. In Florida, I worked at a respiratory floor. Some people end up on ventilators, and they get off.
Well, I know TB can be pretty bad.
Now, here's the thing. You know who gets TB? A lot of homeless people get it because they're in homeless camps. A lot of people who have multiple families that live in one home. It's anyone who's in close quarters. That's how it's spread. Like, me and my son are the only two that live in this house. Yeah, we're the only two that live in the house. Okay, say TB comes running through, that doesn't mean that we're both going to get it. And I believe the reason why he didn't get it, well, it's because we have 4 rooms, 2 dens, and we each have our own bedroom. And he spent his time in his den, closed both doors. And we only saw each other a couple of times. So, I mean, it's just the way it works. And I'm still not going to live my life in fear.
No, you
just
can't.
Not going to do it.
You know, I mean, if we were, I mean, it doesn't make sense. You know, the thing is that, so, you know, we were talking, I think, was it last week or the other week about the flu and about how there's, it's down like 95%. You know, and our thing is like, oh, well, the CDC is because everybody's now wearing masks and washing their hands. We know that part of it is because they're saying flu cases are COVID. But here's something to think about. I didn't really think about it the other week. The majority of flu cases are coming from kids at school. So they are right in the lockdowns have prevented flu cases because kids are not being allowed to go to school because they're saying they'll get COVID, which is a lie. So they're not going to school to prevent COVID, but instead they're preventing the flu.
Yeah, I understand that, but here's the thing: schools need to be open because before COVID, our pandemic. No, before the pandemic, kids are going to pass around shit no matter what, especially in daycare and nursery school. They're runny nose, they wipe their hands on it, and they touch other toys.
The nasty German
I'm telling
cooties.
Your children will bring more cooties home. That's where you get most of your illnesses from. Okay.
Right.
When the chicken
and
pox
here's the thing,
rolls around.
If they're so afraid of kids spreading COVID,
Why are they allowing the illegal aliens on the border to have school in person?
It's all political.
Exactly.
Because Biden wants to be the, look, I let the 100,000 illegal immigrants in. Well, guess what, Sparky?
Did you hear his speech tonight? Did you hear that piece of shit, recorded shit? Oh, my God, it was awful. It's awful.
I did not. I refused to watch him.
It was live, you know, and he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And then I heard something, and you probably already know this. Those vaccines, none of them, despite what that stupid press secretary is saying, and Biden's administration, none of them are FDA approved. Not a one.
It's what?
They are not. If you go to the FDA website, it says
no, they're not. They're not.
That the U.S.
If you die from COVID,
FDA, right.
If you die from getting the COVID vaccine, you cannot get the life insurance will not pay out because it's an experimental drug.
Correct.
Now, there is a European country. There's actually two that the Pfizer and one of the other ones, they've stopped giving it because
that's AstraZeneca. I heard AstraZeneca in Norway and Sweden, I think, or Switzerland. They're not using it because of problems.
Yeah, I saw that on my little news thing on my Bing, whatever. Shit. What else was it? Like I said, I got so many thoughts in my head, I can't even keep track of them all. I'm telling you. Oh, Texas said, screw you, we're building the wall anyway.
Huh?
They're finishing Texas is going to finish the wall.
Yes. Yeah, I said, somebody was saying about donating to something or other, and I said, you know what I would donate to? Texas wants to finish building that wall. I said, if they need money, I would gladly send some money down to Texas to help them build that damn wall.
Damn straight. I'll go help them build it.
Right.
I think it was either the congressman, the Congress or Senate in Arizona said that they have had an uprise of illegals coming through. They're not testing for COVID, or they're testing positive, and they're actually paying. The government's paying to transport them to other states.
Yep.
And here's the thing: Jen Psaki said they asked her today, why is it that they said, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, whatever. They said, why is it that you can't open our schools, but you can have over 100% filled to capacity for the children and not have a problem with it, but you won't let our kids go to school?
And then she said that the Texas governor was a liar.
Oh, I know. She's a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
Her lips were moving. She's lying. You know that thing, her lips are moving? Either that or she is dumb. She must have got her job the same way Kamala Harris got her DA job. On her back.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
I'm tired of it. And it's like, now
that's called under the table.
Yeah.
That's called under the table job.
Under the table on their knees. I'm in this one room, and what they're doing is they are putting together a letter that people can download and sign and send to the Pentagon. They're saying that right now, some of the groups think the only way to go is, at this point, is the military. So, they're saying, maybe since our senators and our senators and House representatives won't listen to us, maybe the military will. But I don't see that happening because the majority of the leaders currently, Yeah, the current military leaders of the Pentagon, which all the ones that Trump put in there, the majority of them have been replaced, are warmongers. They want Biden in. They don't want, Trump back, because Trump was getting rid of wars. This is a disgrace what we're doing. But what are we supposed to do? At what point do we say this is the line? We're not going to keep growing a line and stepping back. At what point do we say this is it? They just passed a bill in the House for increased gun laws, the gun check and everything. I don't know the specifics, but everybody's it's not going to pass the House. And I'm like, what do you mean?
I'm glad you brought that up.
That
new bill, okay, it's going to tax every single gun you own $800.
Right.
Every gun owner who has a gun, they're going to be taxed $800 per gun. Well, I'm sorry, I lost all my guns in a boating accident.
Yeah.
And one senator said, I think it was a senator or a congressman, I don't know what he was, he said the government will never know how many guns he owns. It's none of your damn business.
Right.
And it's not. But there was something.
They've already made it impossible to get ammunition. They've stopped supplying the stores with ammo.
Oh, no. You can still get them, but.
It's not. They're not. Because I've seen some interviews with some gun shop owners, the ones that are saying that in order to buy ammo from them, you have to say you didn't vote for Biden. Because it started out as one, but there are now like at least 2 or 3 websites, ammo websites, that when you go, and if you want to go to check out, it asks you point blank, did you vote for Biden? Because they're not selling to Biden
never had
supporters.
That. We've never had that.
It's something, I just saw a podcast with it maybe last week or whatever, this Texas company, I forget the name of it, I'll look it up for you. And a couple of others, not a lot of them, it's only a couple, followed him because he started it out as a joke. But then this one woman called and had a hissy fit, because he wouldn't sell her ammo, and he got into a discussion with her, and she was just so dumb. I guess he didn't think she should have ammo. But my point, that wasn't my point. My point is they were saying, because the ammo is dispersed to the company, to the gun shops unless they make their own, and they've decreased what's available. Do you know what I mean? The government's not dispersing it, is what I'm saying. Because Cassandra's actually explaining this to me too, how why it's all pretty evenly priced. And she so that's one of the reasons why you have the supply and demand increase in price, because they're not getting their supply. Now, if you want to order from Russia or something, you can get ammo.
Here it is. The bill is going to turn millions of peaceful gun owners into felons. And Sheila Jackson, licensing and registration scheme that would, this is what they're trying to get. I don't know if they passed this part of it or not. Let me get to the part. It's the I don't know, whoever Firearm Leasing and Registration Act would establish a national database that is supposed to include every gun in the country and make it a felony to own a firearm or ammunition without a license from the Department of Justice.
So now we have to have a federal license.
Yeah, they're going to make you. No. It doesn't matter. It's a once-a-year thing you got to pay for. It bans magazines that hold more than 10 rounds, ammunition that's 50 cal or bigger, and criminalize the possession of a military-style weapon. Well, guess what, people? Nobody owns a military-style weapon. An
Yeah, but their
AR-15
idea
is not a
but their
military
idea,
weapon.
No, I know that, and you know that. But their idea, what they're thinking of, is a rifle. Those, they're just thinking of regular rifles. I'm thinking, they keep coming up with weird names, like that, like with the what was that? No fuck, no fuck with us black group with the guns that didn't know what the hell they were doing.
NFAC, not fucking around clowns.
Right.
Yeah.
Those guns.
The one who shot
think
3 of his
are
own people.
military guns.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the thing.
Those are the guns they think are military.
They're AR-15s. They're not military
they're
guns.
Not military.
So here's the thing. This is what this bill said. The registration applies to both currently owned firearms. So if you got a gun 10 years ago, you got to pay a tax on that from 10 years ago, and get a license for it. And so, and any new guns, okay. And then, if you don't, it's a $75,000 minimum fine and a prison sentence of 15 years or both.
And that passed the House. And that piece of garbage passed the House along party lines. No, I'm sorry. There were 7 Republicans that voted for it, or 20.
Okay, now listen.
Maybe it was 20.
It gets even better. This gets better. The license would be permitted to people 21 or older, which is what it is now, pass a criminal background check, which is what we have now, and you have to go undergo a psychological examination.
But they already checked to see. But they already checked to see whether or not you've had been in hospital.
Because you can change psychologically from one gun purchase to the next. You really can. Say you get traumatized and somebody robs you and you buy a gun and you shoot the next person that comes in, and so that's why I still don't get it. It's bullshit. Okay, and at least 24 hours of training. I get that. And pay $800 fee.
But even the NRA wants people to have training.
To get your concealed carry permit? I know.
I heard somewhere that the NRA does support gun training. I guess maybe for not to buy the gun. I guess it's for the concealed carry. They think there should be the training. But I did read somewhere that the NRA, not in this bill, but the NRA is always in favor of gun training. They have a lot of they offer classes and stuff.
Okay. No. Now listen to this. Then you have to have an $800 liability insurance.
Oh my God!
Now,
all right.
Now,
no.
Here's your psychological. Here's your psychological evaluation. They have to ask 2 people in your family, which can be an ex-husband or an ex-wife, and that can determine whether or not you get a gun.
What 2 people?
Huh?
They choose what 2 people.
The psychologist would require to interview any spouse, any former spouse, and also it's 3 people, and 2 other people who were a member of the family of, associate of, or individual to further determine the state of mental, emotional, and relational stability. Now, also, now I get this part. If you have Alzheimer's, schizophrenia, paranoid, bipolar, I agree.
Yeah.
Should not be. Yeah, I agree with that. But listen to this. But not necessarily limited to depression, homicidal ideation. I get that. Suicidal ideation, attempted suicide, and addiction to a controlled substance or alcohol.
Well, no,
I'm sorry.
That should not be in a federal law. I'm sorry. I have a problem with that. I'm not saying that those people should be owning guns. That's not what I'm saying. But
that disqualifies every single veteran.
Right.
That's the point of this. It's because they know that veterans are just as qualified, if not more, than people who are active duty. Because some active duty just became, they just joined or whatever.
Right.
And
of course,
a veteran,
of course, they have to take guns away. That's the first thing they do to take over a country. Take the guns away from its citizens.
And so what this doctor is saying, he's saying that anyone who's ever been treated in a hospital for any condition, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, should never be able to own a gun no matter how long ago it was.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's bullshit.
Well, somebody
Now,
was saying that there's no way it'll pass the Senate because it has to be a 61 vote. It's not just a simple majority. So Harris can't break the tie. It has to be 61. So that would mean you'd have to have 10 Republicans switch to, agree with the Democrats. And supposedly there are actually a couple of Democrats that don't agree with it.
Oh no, they want to go. They want to go even further than anything. They want to go farther than that. That's what he said. They want to go way farther than that. So this is bullshit. This is an attempt to take away the Second Amendment. And they're saying that they're saying that some handguns are going to be banned, and that'll be a minimum of $50,000 and a prison sentence of 10 years for owning certain handguns. Yep, and it's saying any gun possessed by someone who has failed to register it is a prison sentence up to 15 years. So
that's not good. I don't know.
Here's the thing. They want to blame. Okay, and this is in all honesty. If someone's suicidal, are they going to do they? And you say no, you can't have a gun. Okay, you don't think they can't drink themselves to death?
You think that's going to stop them from killing themselves?
No, it's not. It's not. The same thing with someone who's homicidal. Do you think if you say, no, you can't get a gun, that's going to stop them? They could get in their car and run someone over. They can use a bat, a knife, rocks. I mean, come on. They just want to get rid of it because they're afraid of guns. But they want everybody else around them. They want their guards, their security guards, to have guns. But they don't want anybody else to have them. And if that passes, they could kiss my ass. I don't really care. Well, like I said, mine they're in the bottom of a lake from a boating accident. So, I don't have any guns. And my nephew stole my 5 other ones, and he really did. He really did steal them. No, really, he stole them. When I left the country for 3 months, they put my stuff in storage, and they just happened to take about $40,000 worth of my shit, accounting 5 guns.
Oh.
I did file a police report. Yeah, I just don't know where they live.
Right.
And I'm not allowed to know. I'm not allowed to know because if I find out, they know that I will go report them, and I don't give a shit if it's my nephew. That son of a bitch crossed the line with me. Nope, too friggin' bad, and I don't care.
Yeah, no, stealing gun. Yeah.
Nope.
It's
He called my roommate and said, asked where I was at because he said he's gonna make me cry. I don't care, and that's when I went off.
Your nephew, come in. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
no. Bad. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're not getting my gun. Sorry, my nephew gave me a body pillow for my birthday, and I forgot it in the house, so he just brought it out.
So, to change the subject,
sorry,
NASA,
but yeah, so
NASA has said there's a large asteroid. It's supposed to pass the Earth by March 21st. They said it won't come within our orbit. It's gonna skew us, but it's a massive asteroid.
And do they think that none of it's going to break off? And I'm just
okay.
March,
here's the thing.
21st?
If no. Here's the thing. We do get our meteor showers. We do get them when they come into. But this is 3,000 foot in diameter, and they discovered this 20,000. Jesus. They discovered this 20 years ago, and it's just now getting to us. And, it could go into Earth's atmosphere, but it'll just break up. But did you hear my show on, what was it, last week, Bobby? Or Monday?
No, it was the other day.
Yes.
I was here.
About the asteroid. Yes. So, I don't believe that shit. Oh, it's just innocent little meteor. No, bull crap. They can kill you. But it says it'll pass the Earth about 77,000 miles per hour, which is faster than most asteroids will pass.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know it's. Should. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't. Doomsday. There you go. Doomsday.
No. Oh, I know. No. We do have meteor showers all the time.
Right.
They're supposed to be.
I grew up on Long Island. We used to go out in the spring and summer and watch them all the time.
I actually have never seen one. I mean, I was around.
A meteor
shower? Was able to see it. Yeah.
We used to see them all the time. But I grew up on Long Island when there was no smog and tall. I mean, it was just beautiful, clear skies, and we'd watch the shooting stars or meteorites. And it would look like a shower. I mean, they'd be all over the place. It was awesome to watch.
Hold on. I got to look this up real quick. There's a star. I guess it's called Betelgeuse or whatever. No, there really is.
I know.
Me and Pat were talking about it.
Betelgeuse.
I know. No, seriously, there is a star called Betelgeuse. Not star. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Star. It's Betelgeuse is what it is.
Yeah, it's Betelgeuse. Now that's what I've heard of.
Yeah, people call it Betelgeuse, but it's Betelgeuse. Right. It's the 10th brightest star in the night sky, but it's after the constellation Orion. And here's the thing: they said there's a possibility that it might will explode, and it will be so bright. Yeah, but here's the thing: I'm like, it's like way far away. We're like millions of light years away. But here's the thing: it is a matter of when. And here's one of two things they said is going to happen: it'll either become a black hole, or it'll go supernova, and it'll be so bright that it will cause it to be daylight on Earth for 3 weeks. Daylight, 24/7.
Yeah, well, it's like the sun. You know, if anything happens to the sun, we won't know it for 8 minutes or something like that. And some of them,
I said, ooh, 8 whole minutes?
Well, I'm just my point
I
is
know.
that they so the stars, I forget what star that they were saying about it. I forget where it is, but it was like if something happens to it, maybe it's Betelgeuse, I don't know. It's going to be a couple of years before we see the effects of it.
Nope, we already have.
I've read that. Yeah,
we already have
another story about some star that was going to go supernova, was a red giant or something like that.
Yeah.
And
the laser,
yeah,
the Gravitational Wave Observatory detected gravitational waves on January 14th of this year, and it came from Betelgeuse. And they said they thought this is the signal of the end of that star. If it goes supernova, it could produce a gravitational wave burst that could be detected. And let's see, where is it? And if it had been blown up, it would be as bright as Venus in ours. But I'm trying to think. Where's it at? But yeah, it says that it's 700 light years away. But it's a supergiant. It's a massive. I forgot what my son said. It was it's estimated 11 to 12 times the mass of our sun. So it's 12 times bigger than this. That's how big it is. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. But
it's scary shit.
It's not gonna do anything to Earth because if it creates a black hole, it's 700 million light years away. So it would only affect that part of the galaxy. I mean that's
I understand, but it's still scary because it might not. That particular one might not, but there are ones that are closer to us that also could have that happen.
Yeah. Let's see. They're saying that, this is as of January 14th. It says if it continues to dim over the next 2 or 3 weeks, that's going to be a sign that something extraordinary is going to happen. It's unstable. It's huge. The nuclear reactions occurring inside that cause bubbles the size of the sun to form, and the dimming could even be attributed to a blob of material on the surface of the star that is sinking below. So, but still.
Well, it will definitely be interesting to watch and see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Now, I watched a documentary on YouTube from the History Channel, and it talked about what would happen. There's 2 things that could happen from a black hole. If a black hole had formed, it's going to do 1 or 2 things to the Earth. It's either going to, one, it'll start pulling the Earth apart. It'll start having earthquakes and hurricane force winds because it is. Yes. Well, yeah, but they're saying as soon as it starts to feel the effects, and then a third of the population will die because of earthquakes, floods, and all that stuff, and then the rest of the world will die because it'll be so close towards the black hole that you'll suffocate and die because of the gravity.
Right.
And then the Earth would actually become smaller than nanoparticles as the last 15 minutes. And so they said, or the other theory is it'll just pass right through the black hole and go into another universe. Wow.
Right.
You get one or the other. So I'm hoping that if there was ever a black hole, that it would just suck us into another universe. But we would be too lucky because it's 2021. So.
Right. Yeah. I'm still waiting for Godzilla.
Oh no! according to, like we talked about last night, I've got another one for us. The you've got to be shitting me. You can't make this stuff up.
What?
Well, you missed it from last night, so I'll go ahead and repeat it tonight because it's so freaking funny. And I had to look this shit up, and it's real. So after like the last 15 minutes of each show, I thought everyone needs a good laugh. So if anyone sees a video, a meme, a tweet, I don't care what it is, send it to us. So you want to make sure it's true. So I saw this on a video, believe it or not, on TikTok, and I thought it was kind of funny. So what do? I go and look it up. The CDC has actually made a zombie apocalypse preparedness thing. It is on their webpage.
Yes,
and
I've seen it.
You did see it? Okay. So
why do you think I've been prepping for the zombie apocalypse for the past 3 years? That's what I'm prepping for. I wasn't prepping for Civil War. I was prepping for the zombie apocalypse.
Now get this. They got it from Nostradamus. His 8 predictions for the year 2021. And let me tell you something. Them 8 predictions are kind of brutal. And the zombie apocalypse was one of them. And that's why I shit you not, this started 3 years ago. And
I started in 2016 or 2017 preparing for the zombie apocalypse, and then I heard the CDC had a
Now listen, I heard about this, and this is what got me into watching The Walking Dead, because everyone was telling me, if there was a zombie apocalypse, what would you have for a weapon? And everyone kept saying, Daryl Dixon's crossbow. Well, who the hell's Daryl? And so that got me into watching The Walking Dead. And I binge-watched the whole damn 10 years. I binge-watched it. Okay? So now I'm prepared. I have watched, listen, I kid you not, I have watched every single zombie apocalypse movie, The Walking Dead, all of them. So if we actually have one, I am well prepared. Now, after that being said, they
we do have zombies, you know. We do have zombies. You saw them all summer.
Yeah, I know. We see them all. They're called Democrats and liberals. But he's not referring to that kind of zombie. I read last night. I read it, and I read it again today. He's not talking about a flesh-eating zombie. I know. He said a virus will cause people to be walking around like they're half dead, half alive. So
we already got that.
Yeah, and China is seeing people walk around in a fog. Mentally, they're in a fog and they're so dazed they don't know where they're at, and they're like drooling, you know, and that's what they're referring to, not
sort of like mad cow disease. Sort of like mad cow disease, right?
Yeah.
Or rabies, or I mean, we have stuff like that. Or what about these woke people that are taking this vaccine?
Oh, it's kind of like it would be as bad. What happens is supposedly the virus attacks the brain, so it's not like your typical.
Meningitis? What about meningitis?
Yeah, but you can't walk around, you know, and whatever it is, you can still walk around. Yeah. So it's seriously.
Sorry,
that makes more realistic sense. It is funny.
Right. No,
Bobby.
Wake up.
Free beers.
Bobby.
Free beers.
Okay, I got a question for you. Seeing as we're done talking about all of our bullshit that's going on around the world today, look, we're just going to do this. Also, before I mention this, if anybody has any anniversaries, birthdays, or anything like that, who wants to give a shout out to somebody, say, hey, I love you, or whatever, let us know. And we want to start doing that before every show, you know. So we want to do something cool like that just to get more people paying attention. And kids love to hear their name on the radio anyway. Can you?
We need to make. I can't. I got 2 more days to jail, so I can't post it on our national page.
Oh, I could do that. I could do that. As a matter of fact, I'll do that after the show. But no, we really want to get more people involved, and this is with all the radio shows. And I don't know, do you think we should go ahead and do it on our national page, like a birthday thing?
Yeah.
Like we do on – okay. Because I know we do it on our chat room. You know, we want to wish someone a happy birthday. We do that anyway. But it's just something nice to do. But I found the video, Bobby, on YouTube. So –
oh, gosh.
Yeah. So if I just took my headphones, played it, would that be okay to do? So it's a lot funnier to hear it from him than for me to say it.
Right.
Okay.
Because people actually voted for this idiot. I'm sorry. He's no longer. I don't think he's a representative of Georgia, and of course he's a Democrat. This was from 2011. Okay. I don't think he's still in office. I think he's done. But I'm going to just take my headphones and I'm going to play this. And it's 2 minutes long, so bear with it. And just laugh. This is a good laugh that everybody's going to need, okay? Hold on. All right. Play it.
At its widest level is 12 miles from shore to shore, and at its smallest level, smallest location, it's 7 miles.
He's talking about that island. I remember this.
Is that correct? I don't have the exact dimensions, but to your point, sir, I think Guam is a small island. Very small island, and about 24 miles, if I recall, long. 24 miles long, about 7 miles wide at the least widest place on the island, and about 12 miles wide on the widest part of the island. And I don't know how many square miles that is. Do you happen to know? I don't have that figure with me, sir. I can certainly supply it to you if you'd like. Yeah, my fear is that the whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
I remember this.
We don't anticipate that. The Guam population, I think, currently about 175,000, and again, with 8,000 Marines and their families, it's an addition of about 25,000 more into the population. The whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
Friggin' idiot.
Did you guys hear it?
Yeah,
I
Did you
remember
hear
that.
it?
Yes, I remember when he said that. We were all like, what the hell?
Okay, guys, I have to say, I hope to God nobody voted for that. Well, someone voted for that idiot. And that just goes for our typical politicians. I had to laugh my ass off. So things like that is what we want. We want something that we can either play it back or if it's a meme, just read it off and we'll post. Because, oh, my God, we just shake our head at.
Yep.
It's just like, it's one of those things where you go, how are you still alive? I mean, there's a radio show that this was like, it's like been like 5 years, so I don't know if they still do it. And it's not the John Boy and Billy show. they take calls of random things, and one woman, like I said, this is really old, so I don't even know how I could find it. They were talking about the deer accidents along a certain highway, and they have deer crossing signs all over the place. And she called the show, and she repeatedly said she's called the mayor, she's called everybody about having the deer crossing signs moved. And they said, why? And she said, because if you move the deer crossing sign to an unpopulated area, then there won't be as many deer accidents. Like deer can read. And that's what and I'm like, oh my God. And she was adamant about it. She's like, yeah, you got to move the sign to a lower populated area. That way the deer won't get hit by cars. And I was like, wait a minute. And it was like, oh my God. But yeah, it's stuff like that. I just love. I love to hear it and shake my head.
Yeah, you gotta wonder
and
what goes through people's head with that shit.
I could now. If it's something that you personally did or said, by all means, share it. Share away. If you can't look stupid in front of your friends, who can you look stupid in front of?
Yeah,
right.
Really, Lorna.
Okay.
What? What did I miss?
What?
What? Oh, Bobby knows about this because I told the guys, and they just, I'm sure what thought went through their head was like, what the hell? Okay? And this is, I'm telling on myself, guys, where however many listeners we may have, I am telling on myself right now. You know what I'm going to say, don't you, Bobby?
Yep.
Yeah, you do. So my son got me into playing Scrabble, right? And so, and they say they use Merriam-Webster's dictionary, which I find to be bullshit because there are certain words that really are words that's not there. So anyway,
right.
the person played a certain word, and I'm like, what the freaking hell is opal? Opal. What the hell? He goes, what?
You don't know what an opal is?
Listen,
it's an opal.
I said opal. No
oh.
shit. Okay. Okay.
Oh
I
my
looked
gosh.
at it, and he said, Mom, are you sure you're going to go with that one? And I'm like, what? Yeah. And then I looked at it again, and I looked at him, and I go, oh my God, I am so stupid. I don't know why my brain went there with opal and not opal. And realizing it was opal. So, but here's the thing. I don't care. I can, you know what? That was beyond broad.
I mean, you
shut
can
up,
laugh at yourself. That's the thing.
Yes, because and you hear.
I'm tired of people not being able to laugh at themselves.
We kill each other in the staff room. We will. I don't care what it is. And Weathers isn't on here to defend himself, but we always pick on him. But here's the thing. Like I said, if you can't laugh at yourself in front of your friends, who can you? And that has got to be the dumbest thing I have ever said. Huh?
I said, I agree.
Yeah. I've said some pretty stupid things.
You want a good laugh?
Right there.
You want another good laugh?
Oh, sure.
Now, my daughter just turned 18 in December, and she just got her license. And we're sitting in the living room, and she goes, I didn't know Mom's car had a taco meter.
A what?
A taco meter. You know, a
taco meter. Right.
A taco meter.
Okay.
So I proceeded to tell her, yeah, if you push that little button, I said it'll take you right to a taco place.
Oh my gosh, that was mean.
Jesus.
That was mean. What a meanie.
Did you guys see the video that I sent to both rooms about the chick who can't drive anymore?
Yeah, I commented. I told you Savannah was cracking up.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Well, I haven't got it yet. Yeah, that girl. She had to have been 23, if that.
Yeah.
And she's listed off a whole bunch of shit that she's got, and she says, "Here's why I can't drive. I had a DUI." I'm like, okay. She hit street signs. She ran a car over. She ran this over. This chick went on and on and on.
I bounced from curb to curb.
You know what the hell did they keep giving her license? So they took too long taking her license away.
They didn't
here's
take it
the
away.
thing.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole. They just upped her car insurance so she can't drive.
Oh my God!
She had one DUI. Okay, one DUI. I think she ran into a car in a parking lot. She ran it, and I'm like, oh my God! People are laughing their. I went back to her original video. If I would have left her, the people that's doing the duet with her was laughing so hard, and I'm like, reading the comments, I'm like, oh my God. and they'll take. But yeah, her car insurance, I could guarantee you, she probably pays like $300 a month
or more,
if not higher. Like,
yeah,
so
I have
you
people
guys,
that pay more than that, and they don't have those kinds of accidents.
Yeah, she talks about
shit.
T-boning a car and taking the
she
driver's
T-boned the
door
car
off.
and knocked the door open. Yep.
How old is she?
Oh, like
early 20s.
Early 20s. Yeah. And to have that many moving violations, accidents, or whatever, I'm talking this chick might have had 15 different things, and she's that young.
That's sad.
Dear God, who taught her how to drive? And that's probably that's why I sent it to you, because it's Savannah.
Right. And like I said,
that's right.
the minute you said that, I called Savannah in the room. I said, Kim sent this to you, and she started laughing from the minute. She goes, I watched that girl. She goes, I didn't see this video, but she says, I watched that girl.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, my God, I just can't believe some of the... I know. And it's like, I know a lot of people don't like TikTok. And I've cut way back on what I used to watch it now because I'm back in school. But you can, and that's what I do. I'll send you guys the videos, the funny ones. I do a lot of the military ones where the different branches make fun of each other. I love the baby ones, you know, when people show their kids and they do that pouty face, or the animal ones. That's really what I like the most about it. I mean, you know, and I'll just flick through, flick. If it doesn't flick, I'll give it 2 seconds. If it does not hit my interest within 2 seconds, scroll. That's how long my attention span is. It's about 2 seconds. But, excuse me. How much time we got? Oh, we got 10 minutes. Is there any other, I'm trying to think.
It was fun. I learned, some interesting things.
Any other thing that's going on anywhere? Let me scroll through my magic notebook of senseless knowledge, and it's referring to the news on my computer.
There's this country, I forget what it's called. I think it's in the Russian that area of the world, that they never ever locked down or wore masks or anything like that. And I forget, it was a UK news station, I think, that was talking about it. But they never said whether or not they never did something like, and they had all these COVID people. The implication was that there was no COVID deaths, or at least not enough to be remarked on.
Let's see. I'm going to go through blah, 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 blah. Did you hear? Oh, yeah, I think we brought it up. Did you guys hear Nancy Pelosi?
I don't listen
with her
to
grandkids? Oh, no. They make fun of her on Newsmax.
Sesame.
We don't say open sesame. We say open Biden, and she won't answer why she said that. That's some creepy shit.
She's a drunk.
Yeah, go give her like I said, give her potato water. Let's see. There's still some blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. The VA called me. We need to schedule you for your COVID vaccine. I said, nope. He's like, what do you mean, nope? Not going to do it. You can't make me, and I'm not getting it. So don't even ask. And I told him, I said, dude, look, the last 2 vaccines I got almost killed me. So I'm not even going to bother. But I'll get my vaccine because, Do what? Maria?
He fell asleep.
What?
I thought he fell asleep mid-sentence. I said, yeah, I know people that have taken it, and I know people that will not take it. And some of the people that have taken it have had no problems. Others have had side effects. I'm not taking it.
No, I won't
just
either.
posted a thing about a 39-year-old mom that got her second dose and died 30-some hours later.
Yeah, there's too much of that shit. I'm sorry. I don't care if they've been testing the vaccine, but here's the thing. Because they tested the vaccine, they've been making it for 15 years, I think they're putting something else in it. It's what's killing people.
Yep.
Because your typical vaccine
is that I have to find the video, but a number of pregnant women who for some stupid reason took the vaccine, even though even the CDC says it's not recommended, pregnant women took the vaccine and either had a stillbirth or a miscarriage within, a couple of days after taking it.
I'm surprised the doctor would allow it. You're not allowed to get shit when you're pregnant.
One of the women was a doctor.
Yeah, she's a quack.
And this is a video. It wasn't one of those, conspiracy things. This was an actual, news media thing. I'm like, see, I don't know if it was here in the States, but wherever it was, that's why I said I got to find it again. It's just, I like you said at the end of the show, you got to find something happy. You got to find something to make you smile, make you laugh, because at the end of the day, what can you do? Why do you want to go to bed depressed, upset, or mad? So that's the thing. We have to end our days on a note of hilarity or, something positive. Definitely not Biden's speech tonight. I need one of Trump's speeches after that shit. And I love talking to you guys, because like I said, we may talk about things that may upset us or whatever, but by the time we're done, we're all smiling and happy, and that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sorry, but making fun of Biden is pretty much our pastime, because look at the shit they say about Trump. And you know what? I really don't care.
Nope.
He's going to get the same amount of respect that Trump got for the last 4 years. He didn't get shit. And so
we ain't gonna make it for you. I'm telling you, he ain't even making it 90 days. They were already talking the 25th Amendment.
I know. They talk. Here's the thing. Harris has been talking to world leaders, not Biden. They're grooming her to take over because they knew this. They knew this before the election.
Right.
They knew that they were going to Pelosi already mentioned it.
Right. That's
She
why
will be the
it's
interim
not
vice
for
president.
Trump. Right.
No. Nancy Pelosi
They
will be
said
the
it wasn't
interim
for
vice
Trump.
president.
Right.
What?
I said
Oh,
when they were messing with it, they said it wasn't for Trump.
Oh, yeah. We're not as dumb as people think we are.
No.
We may look it sometimes.
All right,
But,
ladies,
yeah,
we have 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was great talk as usual. We'll have to talk about the blue anons next.
Just give us ideas. We don't care.
Yeah.
As long as we can find the information, because I don't want to share non-credible. I know we have an issue with that because everyone lies.
It's
no,
incredible.
I don't care as long as it's funny.
Oh, that too. Yeah, that too for the last. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the blue anons. They took it out of the, they took it out of the Urban Dictionary because they didn't. It was hurting their feelings, and then they put it back in. So.
Right.
Yeah. At any rate,
well,
time is up.
Yep. Thanks again, Kim. Awesome show. As usual.
Yeah, as usual.
And thank you, Lorna, and thank you, Maria, for joining in. Always a pleasure.
You guys are great. I wish we could get more people.
Yeah, I do too. But
we know
God
they
bless
listen.
America. God bless our kids, veterans, our troops, our first responders. God bless the defenders, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.